No one have ever achieved anything if they have not faced failure, if they have not disappointed, if they have not had days when they don't want to wake up and get out from their beds. No one has never achieved anything, never ever achieved anything without getting up from the bed. To achieve anything in the life, we have to be prepared to take the odds, face disappointments. But all of us do not realize that Almighty has given us tremendous strength which lie within us. We only discover that strength when we put ourselves against resistance. If you don't face resistance, the strength lies sleeping within us. The moment we take on challenge, we will then start discovering this enormous strength what we have. So when we go on trodden path, we will never discover our strength. Analyze our mistake. We used to stay up all night thinking, what if I fail whenever I start? Resistance, setback, failures are the way of looking into ourselves. Soul searching and education should enable us to analyze our mistake better than others. We should be able to go to core of what going wrong, make amends, and we always get back much stronger. Believe in ourselves. In life, we have to believe that we are going to win, and it's a matter of time only. Some important points to be implemented. That points are knowledge. Knowledge is the better tool which is enabling us to figure out ourselves, and it's a find out our difficulties where we are facing, so that we can implement, and it's a guiding us, because knowledge is a light and it will show our weakness, and we are the best judge who can judge ourselves rather than the others. And then we should have power. We should always develop power in ourselves, so that we can come forward, we can take the challenges, we can be a proactive, and we can lead the stage. We should have sound judgment. We should know our where is our strength. That strength we should put in ourselves, and which will drive our career or our success if we will put in right direction. Then patience. We should have patience actually. Without patience, nothing is going to happen. As per a Quranic verse, the world also created within 6 days. It means Almighty is having power to say, happen, and it will be happen. But even He took time to construct these things so that we can take lessons. And then we should be justifiable. Justice. We should have justice actually. uh, uh, Justice with ourselves, justice for our society, justice for our friends, and justice for means our teams and colleagues. And then communication skill. Actually, what we want to convey to others, or we want to convey to the people, we should have communication skills so that we can communicate our aims, or we can transfer our goals, our common goals to the team, so that we can lead the team. And then we should have pity. Actually, being a human being, we must have pity in us, so that our emotional things should come, and we should have some feelings for the others. And then simplicity. We should be simple. If we want to achieve the goals, for that things actually, if we will put unnecessary time, or we will waste the time, then in that case it's a going to be a means useless. And then we should be truth. At the end, I am concluding here my speech with the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Fulfill the trust for the one who entrusted you, and you don't cheat the one who cheated you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Toastmasters, Mrs. Anand. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, speech crafter Shah Hussain, for this motivation and inspiring speech. Now, I would like to move to our speech crafter, Muhammad Sadiq. Now, Muhammad Sadiq, you are there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course. Now, I cannot see Muhammad Sahnawaz. Are you there, Muhammad Sahnawaz? He's not there. Okay. So, you are ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm always ready.
Okay. Great, great. Is this your speaking position?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Muhammad Sadiq, this is your second speech after the icebreaker. So remember, you have 3 to 5
Yes,
minutes. As 3 minutes, you will see. Can you see the timer?
Yeah.
Okay. So at 3 minutes, you'll see the green card.
Yeah, ma'am, I can.
Great. At 3 minutes, the green card. At 4 minutes, the yellow card. And 5 minutes is the red card. Please wrap up your speech whenever you see the green card. You have like around 5 to 10 seconds. Okay?
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, great. Please, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Yeah. Good evening, my fellow speech crafters and respected Toastmasters. First of all, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity and helping me to be a better version of myself. So today, I'm going to speak about good manners and character. So what are good manners and character? Well, there are many definitions for it because everyone thinks differently. According to Wiktionary, good manners is the treatment of other people with courtesy, politeness, and showing good public behavior. And good character is having honesty, courage, loyalty, and other important virtues to promote good behavior. And according to me, good manners is the way we treat others and the way we represent ourselves. And good character is made up of good manners because both the things complement each other and define a person's personality. It also shows a person's upbringing, which is an important part of our lives. Good manners and character are important in life in order to be successful, and it will help us grow as a human being. It will keep us humble and modest, and at the same time, many people, if not all, will love and respect you. It will keep you and the people around you happy. Even if you are successful and you lack these, people will ignore your success. But even if you're not successful, but you show these traits as a person, people will always think highly of you. You don't have to go for some classes or pay money to learn good manners or character. You just have to show love, kindness, sympathy, empathy, gratitude, care, and many other things towards yourself and others. You will never lose anything but by these, you might gain some many things in return. Good manners and character are simple yet effective. Wherever you go or wherever you are, you can apply these traits in your life by simply helping someone or greeting someone nicely or even by a single smile. I guess everyone has heard the saying that if you do good, you get good in return. People have to understand that you will never lose anything in doing something good. In the end, I would like to say a quote by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam: "The best amongst you is he who has best manners and character." Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you, speech crafter Muhammad Sadiq. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. So now we will go with speech crafter Zahid. Are you ready? Great. Can you put your camera at an upper level because you are now looking down at us? Okay. Unmute yourself, please. Thank you very much. I really admire you, speech crafter Zahid, because you were one of the speech crafter who were extremely reluctant to give even your icebreaker. But today, here we are. This is your second prepared speech. Great.
Yeah, ma'am. I am trying my best.
Great, great. Try, see, the champion of year 2020 of Toastmaster Public Speaking, his main message was the victory is in the try, not in the result.
Yeah,
Or
ma'am.
the result,
Yeah.
the result, the victory is not in the result, it is in the try. So enjoy yourself. If this is a positive environment, so enjoy yourself. Today, since your mentor is not available, he's stuck at work, you will be evaluated by our marvelous, amazing Toastmaster Faria. Okay?
No,
Great.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, can you see the timer?
Yeah, I can see.
So your speech is 3 to 5 minutes. At 3 minutes, you'll see the green card. At 4 minutes, the yellow card. And 5 minutes, the red card. Try your best to finish whenever you see the red card.
Okay. Good evening to one and all present here. Today, I am here to share my views about education and importance of education. It is an informative speech. First, I will talk about what is education. Education can be defined as the method by which people acquire knowledge, skills, training about various aspects of life. Proper and correct education means education that can help a person to lead a success life and happy life. Education also empowers people and helps them to become efficient in all aspects of living and experience in respective field of work. Now, second, I will talk about importance of education. Education is an integral part of human lives. Every individual is born with their capacity to think and judge. Education is the medium through which they learn about how to implement their talents and put them into effort. Education and knowledge are not only essential for personal development, it is also required for development of economy. Education in childhood and through higher secondary plays a vital role in formative years of life. It shapes our personality, ability, and helps them to discover their true potential. Higher education is essential for training and skills development. Education plays an essential role in character building as well as shaping the personality of individuals. Education is also helps us in learning about history, roots, and our past. Basically, I am from India, so I think that youth should youth should be entitled to the right to education. For India's development and growth, the India youth must have enough resources to learn and educate themselves. The youth of India with proper education can bring in an innovative way of thought and practice into the country. This will help the country to grow and develop further and become one of the largest think tank in the world. On a worldwide level, about 30% of the total illiterate population is Indian, and about 26% of the Indian people do not receive education and guidance. The central government, along with the state government of the country, have come up with multiple policies to educate the people of the country, but all those attempts have been mostly in vain. Now I want to conclude my speech here. I could convey to all the purpose, need, and importance in life. Hence, education in all form at any point in life plays an indispensable role. That's my view. Thank. Over to you.
Thank you, speech crafter Zahid Hussein. Amazing. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker. I can see in the room, speech crafter Sumaya. Are you ready? Sumaya Fardin?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here, but can you give me like a few minutes?
Okay, then I'll be calling the next speaker, and then you need to follow because you are the last two. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Speech crafter Muhammad Yusuf, are you available?
Yes, madam, I'm available.
Great. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Excellent. So speech crafter Muhammad Yusuf, I really value your commitment. Last time you apologized for like an emergency at work and you said you'll be here today, and you are here today. Thank you very much. At the end, the benefit will be getting to you. Now, are you ready to speak today?
Sure, inshallah, madam.
Great. Thank you very much. So can you see the timer?
No, I can manage.
Great. So you have 3 to 5 minutes. 3 minutes, you will see the green card, 4 minutes, the yellow, and 5, the red. And today, you'll be evaluated by your favorite mentor, Toastmaster Sana. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Please, the stage is yours whenever you are ready.
Yeah, am I audible?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahu Akbar. Allah is great. If I ask you a question, is there God? Every one of you will say yes. If I ask you the next question, what is the proof that there is God? There is Allah. Almost of all, you say that it's a matter of our Iman. Our Iman is strong. And if you ask the same question to me, is there Allah? What is the proof? I will say this, a simple thing, the water which we are using. Then you will ask me the question, how you will prove that about this water? For this, I will take you all to your sweet 7th standard class science. In 7th standard, all of you have done the simple experiment, the candle experiment. When you glow a candle and keep the inverted beaker on the candle will glow for some time and then it will put off. What is the reason that the candle will put off? As you all know that the candle will put off after consuming all the oxygen present in that. Since the oxygen it's not getting, so the candle put off. So with that experiment, what you will say that oxygen is necessary for combustion. So oxygen is the requirement for burning. Without oxygen, it cannot burn. When I take the second example, NASA, the rocket, when it is asked what is the fuel you are using, with that the rocket, it flies from the earth to the moon. They said simple, hydrogen. So hydrogen is the fuel. It is the most combustible fuel in the earth. So in Quran, chapter number 36, ayah number 82, Allah said, kun fayakun. Hydrogen to combine with oxygen. So when the hydrogen combines with oxygen, what you will get? Water. So hydrogen combines with oxygen. That is, in chemistry, every one of you have studied. When an atom of hydrogen combines with the atom of oxygen, it forms a molecule of water. That is H2O. What is the work it is doing now? So when Allah said hydrogen to combine with oxygen, it became water. As you know that hydrogen is the most combustible substance which is helpful for, which is the substance which is used for burning. And you know the hydrogen bomb, it is the strongest bomb. When it is just tried as trial in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, still you can see that even after 100 years, nothing can grow in that soil. So it is such a strong fuel. And oxygen, without oxygen, it cannot burn. So when Allah said kun to combine, fayakun, it combined together. Now what is the work it is doing? It is used to put off the fire now. Wherever there is a fire, what you will do? You will sprinkle the water to put off the fire. So Allah said kun fayakun, means to combine together. It combined together. Now it is helping to extinguish the fire, to put off the fire. So that's the creation of Allah. So my dear friends, always remember, Allah is great. Allah is the creator. Allah is the sustainer. Follow these instructions in your life to be successful, life in the earth, in this world, and also the life after your death. Thank you.
Thank you. Very spiritual speech. Thank you very much, speech crafter Muhammad Yusuf.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, so A16, who are you?
No, I was B7. And how make A16? I don't remember this.
I brought you here in the group, yes, Sahnawaz, because I was wondering why you are there in group A and why you named yourself A16.
No, I named my B7. Why is A16 is showing? I don't know. Something happened
Okay.
with this.
You are on time so that you can evaluate our last speaker. So I'm changing your name now to B7.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are ready to evaluate?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. So my last speaker of the day, speech crafter Sumaya, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, great. Can you please open your camera?
I don't know what happened. I'm trying to open my camera, but it says cannot start video. Failed to start the video camera. I have no clue. All of a sudden, how did this happen? Like I was so ready.
Yeah.
Do I leave the meeting and join again, or do something? Is that an issue?
Listen. Why don't you go to the speaking area? Your brother spoke just like a few minutes ago, Muhammad Sadiq. He was visible to us.
Okay, he was. So I have to connect from his laptop then. Can I use his laptop then? Is that okay?
Yeah. So how long this will take you?
It'll take some time, actually.
Okay. Then I'll tell you what. We will move on to the next segment, which is the table topic, and then maybe we can take your speech after the table topic.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll wait for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you all speech crafters who spoke today. Amazing speeches. I can see the development with all of you. You're amazing. And I really treasure the time and effort you are putting in your own development. Now, our next segment is the table topic. And this segment is going to be conducted by a very diverse Toastmaster. You can see it from his name. His name is Vishal Edward Khan. 3 cultures in one name. Please take it over, table topic master, Toastmaster Vishal Khan.
Thank you so much, DTM Hanan. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. I really appreciate this segment. And let's start with it. So now we're going to have a little different and quite an interesting section where I would like to have the participation, but this participation is going to be from speakers who have already spoken. Okay, so let's do a quick here. May I request permission to share? All right, I have the permission to share. All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
We can.
Yes. We can
Excellent.
see.
Right, So we're going to do this topic session where you'll be given a topic and your timings will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, you will have a green card. At 1 minute 30, it's going good. And at 2 minutes, that means you will have to wrap up in 30 seconds. All right. So now, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Now I'm going to give topic based on the speakers. So my first choice will be B13, Shah Hussain.
Yes, sir. With you, please.
You're with me, Shah? Okay.
Yes, sir. With you.
Get your topic and you have to speak. Can you say, timer, can you just flash your cards? Right. Shah, you're able to see the timer?
But sir, once I am able to see timer, then your picture is not coming actually. What you are sharing.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. Then it's okay. Okay.
All right. So Shah, here's your topic. Let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Over to you, Shah.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for a wonderful topic related to today my speech topic as well. Today my topic was beyond hope, and this topic is also very similar to that topic. And hope means can you repeat again, sir? Because I'm unable to see your screen. Let your hopes not hurt shape your future. Let your hopes, not your hearts, shape your future. See, sir, actually in this topic we have three important things. First things, actually, our hope. That hope should not hurt, and also it should shape our future. What I understood by this topic. Then as per this statement, actually our dream should be a realistic dream and well within our capacity. It should be not beyond the capacity. And actually if you will plan this one beyond the capacity, it's going to hurt. However, our hopes needs to be shaped in the future so that we can get our dream comes true. Then actually already I told actually the dream, what a big dream is having a big challenge, and whatever a big challenge needs required a process to come across from one phase to another phase. It means to mature ourselves, there is a process is required. Suppose if our dream is big, in that case we are going to a very complex and toddler path, not easy path, and our path should be not compressed to achieve, because without effort, without practice, nothing is going to be happen. That's why our dream should be practical dream. And as big dream is there, as big challenge will be there. As big challenge will be there, we should have big motivations, a big inspiration, and a big resistance. And we have to find out our big strength to overcome from all these big resistance, big constraints, so that we can achieve our big dream. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
All right, wonderful, Shah. Excellent, good try. Okay, now I'm gonna call Muhammad Sadiq. Muhammad Sadiq, are you ready? Hello, Muhammad Sadiq. Okay, we'll call in Muhammad Sadiq a little later then. Right. Then in that case, I'm going to call Zahid Hussain. Zahid Hussain?
Yes, sir.
Oh, excellent, brother. Good. So I'm going to share the topic, and this is your topic. Your topic is Education is the most powerful weapon. Forgive my spelling on that. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, I am agree with this point because today my topic was education because without education no one can achieve their goal, or without education is integral part of human lives. If you want to develop yourself or any country or anything, any one field, then you should you have to first you have to educate yourself, then you can step then you can take next step to work on that topic, because education and knowledge are not only essential for personal development, it is also required for development of country. uh, Proper education and correct education means the education that can help person or person to lead a successful and happy life. uh, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's wonderful try. Great, wonderful. Now I'm going to call Mohammed Yusuf. Mohammed Yusuf, are you ready?
Yeah.
Great. Mohammed Yusuf, I believe you can see the timer, the one with the white screen. All right.
No problem. I can manage.
All right. Perfect. Great. All right, Mohammed, this is your topic. And the topic is alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. We can do much. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do much.
Yeah. Can we start?
Yeah, please go.
Yeah. So thank you very much, mashallah. It's an excellent topic given to me. Alone a person, a single person having less strength. So when he combines together, when there is a team, the strength will increase. The person can do better way when he is in the team. The things will be more better in a team, because when we work in a team, when we conduct a meeting, different people will be having different views. We can combine these views together and come up with a very good solution. So that will lead to a great success. One person having less strength. So when the same hand joins with the other hand, the strength will increase. So the more number of hands, the more strength will be there. So single person to do any job, it is very difficult for him. So the same job, if it is done in a team, he can manage to do it in a very well, in a professional way. So the teamwork leads always success. So this our team, alhamdulillah, this one. Now the speech crafter which we are doing, it's a teamwork which we are doing, and everyone are benefited with this team. Thank you very much for giving this wonderful topic. Thank you, Manit. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Mohammed Yusuf. Fantastic. Great. Now, okay, calling in for Muhammad Sadiq. Muhammad Sadiq, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Excellent, brother. Okay, you can see the timer, the one with the white screen. Timer just flashing another color so that we can find out.
Yes, I'm ready.
Excellent. Great. Okay, Mohammed. Now your topic. Mohammed, your topic is knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect. Knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect. Over to you. Mohammed, this is the time when you speak.
Sir, he is speaking, but I don't know why his voice is not audible. Maybe there's a problem with his mic.
Perhaps, yeah, actually. Mohammed, if you can hear us, you're not audible. I believe there's a disconnectivity from your mic. No, not yet. I guess I'm getting a message from started. Well, no, not able to hear you, Mohammed. Maybe perhaps we can try you out later after the next speaker if you're ready. All right. Well, I'm going to call in Sumaya. Sumaya, are you ready? Hello, Sumaya.
Let's see Muhammad Sahnawaz. He didn't speak today. B7.
Yes, I'm ready, sir.
Okay, let's start with Sumaya, then Muhammad Sahnawaz.
Sumaya. Okay, since Sumaya, I have not heard your speech, so I'll probably just give you one very quick one here.
Okay,
Sumaya,
that's
your
fine.
topic is, you got to listen to me very carefully. Your topic is, beauty is only skin deep. Beauty is only skin deep. Over to you, Sumaya.
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
Beauty is only skin deep.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Can I start now? Okay. Good evening, everyone. So my topic for the table topic is beauty is only skin deep. Now, I don't have that much of an understanding for this specific topic, but this is my interpretation of it. So I think by this topic, I mean, sir means that beauty is only, I think, I'm sorry, I'm not able to comprehend what the topic is. But to me, like beauty is not only just about the outward appearance of how a person looks like, but it's also got a lot to do with the inner appearance of a person. I think that is what Sir meant by the topic today. So it's not only beauty on the outside, but also on the inside. A person can be the most prettiest person in the entire world, but they can be the most ugliest one at the same time. Being beautiful is different. Being beautiful, beauty is something different. Being pretty is something different. There is difference between all of these words. So yeah, that is different, you know, like someone can be the most beautiful person, but they might not have the best characters. And sorry, I'm a little stuck. I'm not getting it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Wow, Sumaya, honestly, you've done very well. Trust me, I think Hanan would second that. Lovely, lovely, great. Okay, Mohammed Sadiq, we're going to try you for another 5 seconds if you will be able to manage to get your audio back.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. He's trying to join, so can you let him in the breakout room? He joined the meeting again.
All right, I leave it to Hanan. Hanan, what is it?
Yes, where is he? Yes, B8, he joined. He's here in the room.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Excellent, excellent, Mohammed. Good for trying back. All right, Mohammed, here is your topic. Knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect. Knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect. Over to you.
So, but today I spoke about character also, and what is character? I'll repeat it again. Character is having courtesy, honesty, loyalty, and other important aspects of life. Okay. So character is a very important part of our life, but how to build a good character, it also depends on how much knowledge do we have. And how do we gain knowledge is by learning from our mistakes, from experience, by a reader is a leader, and the best way to gain knowledge is by reading also. Reading gives you the knowledge of different people, their experience, and we can learn through them and grow as a human. And then that knowledge will build our character and will build us as a human. And we can help others by this knowledge which we gain. So that's it, I guess. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Sadiq. Yes, you qualified
You're
for the
welcome.
minimum time. That's excellent. Toastmaster DTM Hanan, do you have time or are we done with?
Yes, we can proceed with one more, Muhammad Sahnawaz.
Okay.
Are you there, Muhammad?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mohammed. Mohammed, can you see the timer? One
Yeah,
with
I
the white
can-
screen?
Yeah, you can see.
Excellent, Mohammed. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. Mohammed, here's your topic. Which is worse, failing or never trying? Which is worse, failing or never trying? Over to you, Mohammed.
Thank you so much for giving me a good topic, which is worse, falling or never trying. The clear answer is never trying is the worse than like trying. So in our life we have to keep trying. Like it's called failure is the first step of success. So this is the the life our we have to make it this our motto of our life. So we should keep trying new things. Maybe we will not succeed in the first time, maybe second times, third times, fifth time, maybe 10 times. Like we need only one step to become a success. So someone is thinking that sitting on the bed and just thinking that, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, and just they are just imagining things about that the way they want, and he is not taking the first step of try. They are not giving the single the first step to try it, and let's see the result. It is he getting the success or is getting the failure? Because it's totally depend on our try, our efforts. Maybe first try we will know that we didn't put our 100% efforts. We didn't use the right technique, we didn't use the right channels. Maybe there are many parameters over there. So when we try first time and we didn't succeed, so next time we will evaluate our previous try, that what we did the mistakes, what was the lacking point, and the next time we will fulfill those points, those lacking points, and we will try again. Again we failed, then again we have to evaluate the two steps which already took it, the two attempts or two try, and we will evaluate our performance and we'll see that where we are lacking, and then third time we are going to try and we get the succeed. So the worst thing is never try, means just thinking, sitting and thinking. You should try, go for it. If you want to do something new, something big, something different, out of the box, go and try. Go and do it right now. So this is my and then I can say just keep trying and keep learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohammed Shanawaz. That was wonderful. Great try. And I would say you have done a fantastic job. And coming back to the same remark, what DTM Hanan mentioned, the victory is in trying. Over to you, DTM Hanan.
Thank you very much, our table topic master. A very creative table topics session, getting the quotes from the speaker's mouth, from the speaker's speech. Excellent. I love the idea. Thank you. Very creative. Now we would like to finish our prepared speeches segment. Sumaya, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, ma'am.
Great. So today, Sumaya, you are going to be evaluated by one of our amazing speech crafters. Speechcraft Mr. Muhammad Sahnawaz. You are there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, great. Now, speech crafter Sumaya, this is her second speech after the icebreaker. So please take note of her speech so that you can give her feedback at the end or at our third segment of the meeting. Now,
Yes.
speech crafter Sumaya, can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see.
Great. So you have 3 to 5 minutes. At 3 minutes, you can see the green card. At 4 minutes, you can see the yellow. And then 5 minutes, the red. And please wrap up your speech by 5 minutes, or let's say 10, maximum 10 seconds after 5 minutes. The stage is yours whenever you are ready.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hanan. Okay, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters and speech crafters. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for giving me this wonderful opportunity today. My name is Sumaya Parveen, and the topic of my speech today is psychology and the 3 dimensions of personality. So, but first, let me tell you, what is psychology? Psychology is derived from 2 Greek words, namely psyche and logos, which literally means soul and the study. So basically, psychology is the study of the mind and the soul. According to the British German psychologist Hans Eysenck, personality can be reduced or divided into 3 main dimensions. So let's move on to our first dimension. So the first dimension of personality will be neuroticism versus emotional stability. This refers, sorry, excuse me. This refers to the degree to which we as a human being have control over our feelings. So let's say neurotic people, they are mostly emotionally unstable. They are anxious, they're depressed, they're distressed, hypertensive, and irritable. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, or on the other side, we have people who are emotionally stable, so they are calm and more well adjusted. Now, let's move on to the second dimension of personality. So this is extroversion versus introversion. Now, I'm very sure that we all must have heard of these terms, such as extrovert, introvert, ambivert. Whenever we interact with people, we usually tend to ask them, hey, are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert or an ambivert? So I think most of you know about this. So basically, this refers to the degree to which people are either socially outgoing or socially withdrawn. So extroverts, they're people who are socially active, they are outgoing, whereas introverts, they tend to be more shy, they're more cautious, they're quite cautious, very quiet and reserved. So that is people like me. I'm mostly an introvert or sometimes an ambivert as well. And last but not the least, we have the third dimension of personality, and this is psychoticism versus sociability. So this dimension actually interacts with the previous other 2 dimensions that I talked about. So psychotic people tend to be quite hostile, they're aggressive, they're antisocial and egocentric. And sociable people, they tend to be more social and they interact well and communicate well with other people. But now here's the thing, because human beings are so complex that an individual cannot be put into a solid category of, say, for example, being a complete extrovert or a complete introvert, we usually lie on a spectrum of either introversion or extroversion. On a final note, I want to tell you all that it is okay to not be okay. This was my main reason why I decided to choose psychology as a topic today. So if you are someone who, or if you or someone who you know needs any sort of mental help, we should not be afraid to seek help from a professional psychologist or psychiatrist. See, here's the thing, so many people shy away from addressing that there are issues with them, but addressing the problem is a first step towards solving it. So don't shy away from seeking help because it is absolutely okay to not be okay. Well, that's the end of my speech. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, speech crafter Sumaya. I wouldn't have guessed that you're an introvert. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for your amazing speech. Now, let us move on to our last segment of the meeting in breakout room B, which is the general evaluation. The general evaluation segment is going to be conducted and organized, let's say, by our amazing Toastmaster, Sana Youssef. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanan, and good evening to all fellow speech crafters and Toastmasters present here. I will be your general evaluator for today. And the first thing I'm going to do as a general evaluator is to call upon our amazing evaluators who will be evaluating the prepared speeches, the amazing prepared speeches given today. So the first evaluator I'd like to call upon who will be evaluating speech crafter Shah Hussein's speech is none other than our beautiful Toastmaster Hanan, who will also be evaluating speech crafter Muhammad Sadiq. So will you be doing both of them together, one after the other? Is that okay?
I'm fine, but Muhammad Sadiq told me he's going to pray, so maybe I can delay that till I make sure that he's in
all right, fine.
Okay, he's
right, fine.
just send me that he's in the room, so I'll be doing both evaluations in the same time. He just sent in the chat that he's in the room.
So you'll be evaluating. Is he in the room? I don't think he's in the room.
Yes, he's in the room.
All right. So over to you, Toastmaster Hanan.
Thank you very much. It's 2 to 3 minutes timer. So let me start with speech crafter Shah Hussein. Speech crafter Shah Hussein, this is your third prepared speeches. In total, this is your fourth speech after the icebreaker. You started with giving a title to your speech. This is amazing. Some of these speech crafters just go ahead and start their speech, but you gave us a very attractive title, Beyond Hope. Amazing, very creative. I loved your title. You were standing from day one, from your icebreaker speech, you were standing, which is something that reflects you are into public speaking, taking care of your stage, taking care of your background. And also today, I've noticed that you use your hand gestures, you were moving and changing your position. Excellent change in the vocal variety. I've sensed it. And today, inshallah, with the educational presentation, you'll learn more about the vocal variety. I loved the topic itself. You gave us a call of action, how to go beyond our struggles, how not to shy away, how to shy away from failure, not to think of failing. Amazing. Now, of course, even as Toastmaster, we are always work in progress. We always seek to develop. So let me just give you some hints, maybe you can implement in your next speech. First of all, I would love if the next time you can practice more, because in some areas, I know that you already memorized, you are not reading, but next time, try to practice your speech more, because we need it to flow smoothly from your mouth. And that will give you more confidence. Secondly, any inspiring motivational speech should include a personal story. I need to listen to Shah Hussein's story. How did you come up with this message? Go beyond your failures. What exactly the struggles? What was the incident or the situation that happened to you, Shah? And you learned from it that we should not give up, that we should not keep thinking about our failures, that we should always have hope. Personal stories always inspire your audience. We had lots of messages in your speech. And you know, as humans, we lose attention quickly. So try to focus on one message and just emphasize that message throughout your speech. That will give more power to your speech. Now, you had many call of action, many points in your call of action. Please try to limit them with between 2 to 3 points so that your audience can keep track with you. To summarize, amazing speech started from your title, the call of action, your description of the elements of your message. Try to integrate always a personal story, 2 to 3 messages, even you can only keep one message. keep only, one personal story, try one message so that it can be more powerful and your audience can remember. Great luck, and I'm sure you'll be doing great your next speech. Now, by this, I've concluded for speech crafter Shah Hussain. Let me start the evaluation for speech crafter Muhammad Sadiq.
Thank you.
Thank you. Speech crafter Muhammad Sadiq, this is your second speech after the icebreaker. You spoke about good manners, and this reflects how you are a gentleman, how you were raised to cherish good manners. You gave us the definition, the elements of good manners, the call of action, and how to be a person that reflects good manners to his society, to his friends, all around him. Excellent. Now, areas for improvement, let me start with, you were reading Muhammad Sadiq, your speech from in front of you. I do understand that because this is only your second speech, but try to challenge yourself the next time to practice it and talk from your heart. Because we want to have eye contact with you. We don't want to see you reading, especially using this virtual platform. We need to feel that you are speaking from your feelings, from your inside. And that would be more inspiring to us as your audience. Try next time to stand, okay? And today, hopefully, we'll have time to see one of our Toastmaster at the first coordinator, Toastmaster Saram. You will be delivering one of his speeches, and you can see what Toastmaster teaches us in concern of gestures and vocal variety and using the stage movements. I would like also to add the same comment I gave to speech crafter Shah Hussain is always to integrate personal story. We want to see Muhammad Sadiq when you use the good manners towards your friends, toward them. I think you are a student, so in your college, to your colleagues, what did that reflect back onto you? We need to listen to that. That's very important. Maybe you were not a good, maybe you had a bad manners before, but you learned the lesson and that taught you to become a better person. So always integrate a personal story so that we can be inspired. And I've noticed that you didn't reach the minimum time of your speech. Time management is so important and crucial in Toastmasters and as a public speaker, because when people call you to deliver a speech, they have time frame for you and you have to allocate your time and your effort for that time frame. So try your best whenever you write a speech next time, make sure that your speech will be within this time frame. Overall, you reflect confidence, Muhammad Sadiq. I loved your choice of topic, which reflects your character as a good young gentleman. And just try to integrate some of the points that I've mentioned, practice, memorize, stand, and integrate a personal story. By this, thank you very much, and back to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanan. That was very well-rounded, and I'm sure these tips are going to be very helpful for our enthusiastic speech crafters. Now, our next amazing evaluator is going to be Toastmaster Faria, who is going to be evaluating speech crafter Zahid, but also speech crafter Sumaya. Toastmaster Faria, are you there?
Yes, good evening. I think Toastmaster Sumaya will be evaluated by Mohammad Sanawaz.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, mistake. All right. So it's just speech crafter Zahid then.
Yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster
All right.
Sana.
Over to you, Toastmaster Faria.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Speech crafter Zahid Hussain, this is the first time I'll be evaluating you, and pardon me, I won't be as great as Toastmaster Rajesh because he is very awesome, but I'll try my best. So your topic of your speech was importance of education, and you had segregated your speech into 3 parts. This is what I could infer from your speech. First of all, you introduced the topic. What is education? You explained it to us, gave the definition, how it helps us to lead a successful life. Then you came to the second part of your speech, which was the importance of education, how it is an integral part of our lives, and it's a medium through which we can we can showcase our talents. It plays an essential role in character building, helps in learning about history and our roots. So you gave us pretty much a very good idea about how education is so important for us. You put in your opinion as well that the youth of today must have the right to education. You threw in a few statistics as well about how the Indian government has been planning a few things, but they have been in vain. And then you concluded the topic. Now, the topic was extremely, motivating, very important topic. But as a point of improvement, I would like to tell you that you could have made your conclusion a little bit stronger. You could have, I am going to repeat a few points that Toastmaster Hanan has been telling all of us. Include a personal story. You should have a call to action. What are we supposed to do? For example, the government is trying, but they're failing. So isn't it upon us to somehow help the people around us? So the call for action could have been, you could say, each one, teach one. All of us should just maybe pick someone and spread the education on our level. And then again, we can add a personal story. For example, if I had to add a personal story, I would have told that during my school days, we had this special period in which all the girls, it was a girls' school, all of us were supposed to go to a small village kind of a place where we used to pick up girls and teach. Every week, we have to go there and teach a few kids. So these are the kind of things that action can be taken, how you could have added your personal story as well. Now, another point of improvement can be that your placement of camera should be a little more better, because we could not see eye contact. Your eyelids were so low that it seemed as if your eyes were closed. So that could have been a little bit better. And another thing, you were clutching your hands a lot. That shows a little bit nervousness. Try to open your hands and speak. That's what I'd like to suggest. And in summary, excellent topic, well-constructed speech. Just a few points of improvement could make an excellent speaker out of you. Back to you, Toastmaster Sana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Faria. That was an in-depth evaluation. I'm sure this is going to be really helpful for Speechcrafters Zahid. Now, the next evaluator is going to be me, Toastmaster Sana, who will be evaluating Speechcrafter Mohammed Yusuf's speech. Now, before we begin, I must confess, I actually got logged out of the meeting while Toastmaster Speechcrafter Mohammed was giving his speech. So I couldn't capture the real essence of his speech, but I will, however, try to evaluate on what I did here for maybe 30 seconds and based on how he gave his table topics, which I did happen to see. So I'll begin now. So Toastmaster Speechcrafter Mohammed Yusuf, you began with a question. You asked the audience a question. If someone asked you, and that's when I logged out, so I don't know what was the question, but I do want to commend you on the technique of using a question to begin your story or begin your speech with, because as we all know, that's 100% effective to grab the audience's attention. And in terms of your confidence, I think you were very confident, and as much time you are spending speaking with all of us here today, I see the improvement. I see that you're opening up more, you are more confident. And I've also noticed that you have improved a lot on the way you pause your words. So earlier you having trouble taking long pauses, and I've seen that improvement as you take shorter pauses now, so your sentences are well-rounded. And I noticed in the 30 seconds that your speech sounded professional. It was amazing. You were sitting up straight. You sounded really professional while talking about your topic. And again, throughout the speech, and this is your best quality, you smile a lot when you're speaking. So that gives warmth, that gives a vibe of warmth, and it helps us to trust you and in your message better. Now, in terms of improvement, from what I heard, I noticed that you were speaking about a religious topic, which is fine. However, in Toastmasters, we try to encourage every speaker to speak about something that is general. So in any way, it will never offend anyone. And even if your topic was not to offend anyone, it is something that not all people will relate to. Like the topic of religion, Islam that you said, only half the people in this room can relate to, and the other half are going to be lost because they have no relation to this. So I would suggest sticking to topics that are general, that people can relate to, even if it's something that interests you in particular. And as discussed in our last mentoring session, depending on what topic you take, your next challenge was to add humor. Now, I know this is the topic you chose today. There was no way for you to add humor, but this is something that you can challenge yourself with for the next session. Try to choose a topic, and this is your challenge. Add humor. Make us laugh. You have to be a really good speaker, but try to step up now. Improve on your humor, and I want to see you standing up. I want you to really implement the gestures that we've all learned from the amazing trainings that we've gotten. So these are your new things for next session: humor and gestures. Other than that, you're an amazing speaker, and I'd like to conclude my evaluation. Thank you. All right, so back over to General Evaluator me. We have, and guys, you really want to listen for this because we have our first speech crafter evaluator who will be evaluating speech crafter Sumaya. Speech crafter Shahnawaz, are you there? We're really excited for this moment.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous to evaluate her because the topic she picked in psychology, sorry, and that is a little bit weird kind of for me because everyone.
It's fine. It's fine. You just have to evaluate her on the basis of how she spoke, how was her topic engaging, etc. And I'm sure you're going to do a really good job.
Yeah, I hope I'll try my best. And if I'm not try to get the figure out in the right way, please correct me wherever I'm the missing the line or whatever the thing.
Sure, this is a judgment-free zone. We're always here to help you and learn from each other. Before Speechcraft Shahnawaz starts, Toastmaster Hanan, what is the timing for Speechcraft Shahnawaz? Will it be the same?
Yes, the same, 2 to 3 minutes.
All right. Speechcraft Shahnawaz, if you're ready, show us a thumbs up and the timer can begin.
Yes.
Okay, over to you.
So it is pleasure to evaluate Miss Sumaya, who talk about psychology, about 3 pillars, and she started very well. What is the psychology? And psychology, how this word forms. There, she gave the example also the definition of the word itself and from where these words came, and which is amazing, which is good. Actually, we all learned that how this word form psychology. The second thing which I can mention from start to end, she mentioned the 3 steps of psychologically and the personality, inner personality, the introvert personality, inner personality, and she gave there some beautiful example also, like some people is shy, some is questionable. These are the, some people are, like introvert, like with all the questioning and those things, which is amazing. And also she explained about herself a little bit also that I'm kind of introvert person before I change. So this is her, the small example of personal experience, which she mentioned, which is amazing. And it's a good sign. I have this is overall speech is so amazing and so good. Just I have a few you can say the recommendation in her speech that try to use the not the hard vocabulary like in terms of medical the terms which is not easy to understand for the general audience. Like even we are educated and we don't know some medical terms, only the medicalist people, they understood those terms. So try to use those vocabulary, like easiest vocabulary, so which you can deliver the message what you're trying to say in psychological, so which will be connect you more your audience. And same times if you connect put more examples, more little depth of the example of your personal or like near about you, that something happened and which is you evaluated and you saw that those things changing in the person, like some of my friend having issues or me like relatives, those things. So which will be, you know, the will connect more people. And second thing you said that, okay, you also mentioned about to do not feel shy about, you know, to talk to the psychology. If you have any issues, you go and talk to the doctor, which is good, which is you know, the call to action point, that okay, I'm feeling shy or I'm nervous or I'm kind of like a hypertension kind of people, a hyper people. So go and talk to the psychology doctors and he will help you. Just a second suggestion about, you know, just go with the little slow flow and with the movement, like Miss Hanan says, you know, the gesture and posture, you know, hand movement and eye to eye contact. It's not like you are just thoroughly talking. You just wait and connect. Sometimes you have to pause yourself and ask the question to the audience, so you can connect them. You know, maybe they lost, and so you will ask the question, you will connect. So that this is overall good. But for my, you know, in the summary, overall it was good. Just need to use simple words, some more realistic example in around you or your personal, and third, just move your hands and, you know, more confidence will come. And that is over to you, General Evaluator Ms. Sana. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yes, I really wanted to butt in right now. Seriously, it was absolutely amazing, Mohammed Sanawaz. Your evaluation, I mean, as your mentor, although I did not give you any tips about evaluation, but I think you have been hearing everything so intently and so dedicatedly that you have just picked up
Thank you,
everything
Nazara.
perfectly. Absolutely brilliant. Excellent. Excellent work.
Spot on, great.
Thank you so much.
I liked how we used everything. You noticed about the personal story. You noticed that your speaker was speaking a bit fast, so you wanted her to pause. Then about the jargon, you had good observation skills.
Yeah,
Very impressed, especially if this is your first evaluation.
Yeah, I hope next will be the more better. I hope so.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
That was amazing. So I hope that all the other speechcrafters can take inspiration from Speechcraft Shahnawaz and step up, because now your speech days, put them behind you. I mean, still do your speech days, but also come on, let's start evaluating, because that's your next step. All right, so I really want everyone to pick up evaluating roles in the next session. With this, we come to the evaluation segment for prepared speeches. Now I'd like to give my personal evaluation on how this entire meeting ran. So let's begin with the start. We start on time. And even though there were very less people in this room today, I felt like that did not make a difference in the level of energy that was there, because the people who are here in this room want to learn and they're hungry for learning. And that's why the people that are there, mashallah, amazing. Okay, everyone is just grabbing opportunities by the hand, and it's a very nice thing. The speeches were refined. You can notice every mentor is probably proud of their mentee, because you can see the improvement as the sessions go by. People are now standing up and giving the speeches. There are a variety of topics and, you know, variety of tools being used within their speeches. It's really good. And let's just talk about how good the table topic session was for today. I particularly loved how Toastmaster Vishal included a very nice twist in his table topics by adding quotes about the speechcrafter, like what the speechcrafter have said. He used those quotes in table topics, which was a really nice twist. And not only that, I loved how all of our speechcrafters took and were really enthusiastic, and no one shied away from this opportunity to speak on their feet on the impromptu. Really amazing, guys.
And she's gone.
Okay, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
I
Yeah.
just got down. I was at table topics. Yes, great table topics. I loved the 100% involvement by every speech crafter, and even the evaluations were very helpful. And I know that all these evaluations are actually being incorporated in the next speeches. In every segment, you see the improvement. And in particular, our star moment was when speech crafter Shanawaz gave his first evaluation for his fellow speech crafter. So that was really, really good. Yeah, that's it. No, the only thing I would love for our next session to have is just more face. I want more windows to be open. I want people to show their faces so the other speakers who speak can see the audience. We can see your faces and we can see your reactions, because that only adds to this whole meeting. It just adds to the whole vibe of the meeting. So I would love for more people, if they don't have internet issues, to just open your videos and show your faces, because it's really better that way. Other than that, that's it. And I can hand the podium back to our Master Hanan. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you. Amazing. It's always amazing to hear evaluation from you, Sana. You are so analytical. I would like to add that taking the role of evaluation is so important, because you'll be able to learn how to listen carefully. It's not hearing, it is listening carefully, because whenever you listen, you'll be able to enhance and expand your analytical skills. When you spot the areas that you liked in a speech and the areas you feel that they need to be developed, you'll be able to integrate that within your speech. So taking the role of evaluator is so important in Toastmasters. Now, before we move back to our main room, can you please open the camera? I would like to take a picture for our records, the speech crafters and role players. What about the Sumaya, yes, and Muhammad Sadiq, you are there?
He's gone for prayer right now, so he's not here.
Okay, Muhammad Yusuf. Okay. So thank you very much. Now let's move, because we have an amazing session waiting for us. Let's move back to the main room.
Time I still make billions of mistakes. I cannot describe for you how many. So don't be afraid, be confident, and it's okay to make mistakes. We are here to help you improve.
I wrote in the chat box, sir. Can you please see?
Yes, we got you, speech crafter Ansari Rehan. It varies from club to club, but mostly all of our clubs will be having three kind of segments, which is the prepared speech section, the way you have given your speeches, scripted and prepared speeches, and followed by the second segment will be the table topic session, and the third one is an evaluation section. These are the common, but the way we conduct all these three segments will be varied from club to club, and their perspective theme also, the theme will be also be changed. But as a generic, these are the three segments which every club has. So welcome all the speech drafters and members and participants of Room B. So without any further delay, please let me hand over the session to my fellow coordinator, Toastmaster Hanan Halush. Hanan Halush, the screen is yours. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sairam. Now, I'm in a dilemma, because we promised our speech crafters that they will listen today to a humorous speech. But the issue is that we are on time for our educational session. So we have to take a permission from our amazing presenter. Do you approve for Sairam to deliver his humorous speech? Great. Amazing speech crafters. We thought about something different today. We would like you to see how all the educational presentation and all the hints and points we are mentioning, how a Toastmaster is implementing within his or her speech. Today, our first coordinator, Toastmaster Sairam, is going to deliver for you his humorous speech. I think the title is Best Regards, with best regards. Great. So be ready to laugh and feel free, because you are going to witness an amazing humorous speaker, Toastmaster Sairam Santosh. The floor is yours.
Hello. Oh man, really? I forgot that. Sure. I'll meet you in the morning, definitely. Okay, sure. Suresh, I'm getting a call from my boss. Let me take it now, okay? I'll call you back. Thank you. Yes, boss. Boss, it's already 4:30 now. I'm about to leave the office. No, please, I cannot make it now. Okay, I'll do it now. Yeah, okay. Right, thank you. Toastmaster Hanan, do you have an amazing boss? Well, I have a fantastic, tremendous, and amazing boss. Amazing in assigning new job even if I'm in vacation. Tremendous in throwing each and every job on me. Fantastic in finding faults. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my story starts when I was wearing diapers. No. Just 6 years back. This is the time when my parents decided that I need to get married. And you know, a happy and healthy marriage brings a lot of expenditures. Then I went to my boss. Boss, how are you? You look so amazing today. Anything special? Good. Boss, I'm getting married. So can I get the promotion this time?
Well, Sairam, those marriage expenditures are not in your control, and your promotion is not in my control. Better come back next year.
Then I worked hard for 1 year. And you know, good news! Promotion! Yes, but not in the job. I became a father of a beautiful baby girl in the world. Yes. And you know what that means? Again, a lot of diapers. And again, I went to my boss. Boss, I brought some chocolates for you. Boss, God bless me with a beautiful baby girl. I need a promotion, please.
Well, my son Sairam, your baby expenditures are not in your control, and your promotion is not in my control. Come back next year.
Huh? Okay, I'll come back next year. Ladies and gentlemen, as time passed by, the Kuwait economy is going to the ground floor and expenditures are going to the top floor. Then I went to my boss floor. Boss, I brought some food for you. Would you like to join me? Great. Boss, nowadays Kuwait becomes so expensive. So can I get the promotion this time, please? Well, Sairam, don't worry. Take this. Is this what I'm expecting? Appraisal form? Huh? Dear Sairam, we have noticed in your emails that you are writing only best regards. Better to write thanks and best regards. Huh? Come back next year? Oh, I have to work for another 1 year. Then I started writing thanks and best regards in each and every email. And after 1 year, again I went to my boss. Boss, enough is enough. I need the promotion this time, please. Oh, Sairam, cool down. Don't worry. Take this. Is this again? Again appraisal form. It says that no promotion. I need to improve my communication skills. Again, thanks and best regards. I was so annoyed. Then I went back to my cabin and started writing email. Dear customer, please find the attached drawings for your reference, please. Thanks and best regards, Sairam. Send. Here the funny part is, I started writing thanks and best regards even in text messages to my cousins. Really. Again, after 1 year, I went to my boss. Boss, I don't need any promotion. And my expenditures are in my control and my family is happy with me. So I don't need any promotion. Oh, Sairam, control. What happened with you? What's wrong with you? Take this. Promotion! Yes! Huh? Salary deductions? Corona? No, it's not me, it's China. Boss! Well, Sairam, Corona is China's out of control and these salary deductions are not in my control. Better come back next year. I know. I think this is a person who ate all those bats in China. Ladies and gentlemen, with a small hope at heart, and I request thanks and best regards to all those listeners who listened to my story all those previous years. Come back next year and definitely you will listen my promotion story. Till then, thanks and best regards. Over to you, Toastmaster Hanan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was an amazing humorous speech. Now in Toastmaster, we have different types of speeches. And this is the humorous speech. The aim and the objective of a humorous speech is for people to laugh, to humor them. And hopefully if we have time, next session, we can give you another sample of an international speech. Now, without any further delay, it is time now for our educational session. Now, the presenter of today's educational session is a distinguished Toastmaster. She gave a different definition to care. Her support to her fellow Toastmaster is unlimited. I can challenge you, none of the Toastmasters in Kuwait and Bahrain can say they didn't get any type of support from our distinguished Toastmaster. Why? Because she is a very passionate person. She loves to help. She loves to support. She's a coach of so many Toastmasters and non-Toastmasters. And when I called her and told her, we need you to present vocal variety, she is the master of vocal variety. When I called her to deliver this presentation, she said, of course. Please help me welcome our presenter, distinguished Toastmaster Arij Jafar.
The funny thing is I am sick and my voice is destroyed to present a vocal variety presentation. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hanan, for this amazing introduction. I really appreciate it. And can I have access? Yeah, I do have access to share my screen. Just 1 second. So, in the beginning, everyone, yalla, do with me. No. That calls practicing vocals, vocalize, whatever you want to call it. But that's if you want to be a singer. I can help you with that later on. Now, my voice is not 100% well. Today, we are here to learn the importance of having a different vocal variety in our speeches. It's very important to have different vocals, and this is what we are going to learn. This is Arij Jafar. I am a member in Desert Pioneers Toastmasters Club, and I am here with you to help everyone from all of you, the speech crafter. I will not say a lot of titles and things like that because you are still new and I want you to concentrate on the main subject and topic. So let's start. What is our agenda for today? Our workshop is going to be for 15 minutes as agreed with Toastmaster Hanan. And 15 minutes, Arij, only 15 minutes, okay. So 15 minutes, we will learn the introduction of vocal variety. We will learn the components of vocal variety like pitch, tone, volume, and bass. And I will show you a video to understand the vocal variety. And if there is any question and answer, that will be at the end. Ready, everyone? Great. So when you hear the word vocal variety, can you people unmute yourself? And I love to be like, have people to answer me. So what do you first come to your head when you hear the word vocal variety? It's not a brand, sorry?
The pitch of your voice, high tones and low tones.
Amazing, what else?
And also the message, what you're saying, the words, how you deliver, how you...
This is great. Muhammad, you are one of the speech crafter, right?
Yeah.
Great job. So your voice is the instrument that you use to convey your message. Imagine yourself attending a speech and the speaker is talking in the whole time in one tone. Believe me, you won't understand a word. When you have your voice, different varieties and vocals and different pitches and tones, everyone will be able to relate and understand to your message. So use your voice effectively and we will come to know how to use that. Vocal variety is more than sound or quality. It's not just the sound we are taking out from our mouth. It's like even the silence, the pace, everything in our voice is important to have it in our speech. So what is the components of vocal variety? Specifically, vocal variety is made of, who can tell me? Who can give me like something?
Voice, pitch, volume, and modulation.
Amazing. So we have pitch, temper, or tone, volume, and pace. These are the components of the vocal variety. And now we will learn each one separately. And we will start with the pitch. The pitch of your voice is how high or low it sounds. It's very important to have different pitches in your voice. Instead of like saying one sentence in one tone, like for example, today I am very happy. You could see that there is like no feelings, nothing. But if I said it in, today I am very happy, you could feel that it's different. You could feel that the happiness in my voice. So it's very important to make your voice pitches sometimes low, sometimes high, sometimes low. I need to work on the hands get shut. So if you are talking about something happy, try to make your voice higher. If you are talking about something in your speech a little bit sad, make your voice lower, because when you make it lower, people will understand that this is a sad moment. If you are happy, you can make it higher. Oh, hey, something like that. So who's ready to practice with me? Who would like to practice? Anyone?
Yes.
Speech practice.
Yes.
Yes, let's practice together. I want you in a very low voice to say the next sentence.
Okay.
You can see it?
Yes.
I want your voice to be low when you are saying this sentence.
Okay.
You can see the sentence, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can you say it?
I said, I love you.
Amazing. Can you say it now with a higher tone?
I said, I love you.
Okay, you tried, but try it like this. I said, I love you. And then I said, I love you.
Okay.
Try
I said, I love you. I said,
Okay.
I love you.
Amazing. Who else wants to try it? Thank you so much, Nayab. Your name is Nayab, right?
Yes, Nayab said.
Thank you. Okay, since no one wants to try it again, we have a lot of other things. We can move on. So what else? Now we will talk about the temper, the tone of our voice, and how we can use it effectively in our speech. Your temper is the emotion behind the sound you are of your voice. So the way how you feel, it needs to be shown in your tone, in your voice. Like, don't say, I am, for example, I'm very excited. Don't say it in a way like, I am very excited today. Yeah, right. No one will believe that I am very excited. But if I will say it, I am very excited today, yay! In that way, people can feel your emotion in your tone, in your voice. So always show the emotion in your words. Can we have, I need 5 people. 5 people will practice with me today. Who wants to go first?
Can I?
Yes, who is this? I cannot see the names.
Tamina Sheikh.
Yes, hi, Tamina.
Hi,
Okay.
ma'am.
So we will have a feelings and a sentence, and then I will show you what feelings and one sentence you will say, and you have to say it like you will say the sentence based on the feelings you will get. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first, happy, and the sentence is I love you. How you will say it? With a happy tone.
Okay. I love you.
Woohoo! That was amazing. Good. Who wants to go next?
I am Shah Hussain. I want to go.
Yes, Shah. Let's see what you will get. You are tired and you will say, I am hungry. So show us when you are hungry, how you will say this word when you are tired.
I'm hungry.
I love the I'm hungry too. That's great. Wallah, mashallah, you guys don't need any mentor or anything. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Muhammad. Yes.
You can try.
Muhammad, and then I don't know. Yes, Muhammad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are next, and you are afraid, and you want to say, "I want to run."
Okay. I want to run.
What?
I want to run.
Are you laughing?
No,
See,
I'm
we
just
could feel the temper of your voice that you were laughing. You are not afraid. Now
No,
there is a big lion behind you. You have to tell me that you are afraid, just without saying I'm afraid.
what I'm saying. I want to run.
That's you want to sleep, not to... Okay, try it like this. Oh, I want to run.
I want to run.
Okay, great job. Thank you. Who wants to go next? Two more. Who wants to go next?
Yes, I am. Nasruddin.
Yes.
Nasruddin.
Who is this? Muhammad also, right?
No, Nasruddin.
Nasruddin. Okay, yalla Nasruddin. You're angry and you have to say, how dare you? So let's see.
How dare you?
Oh my God, I'm scared. Again. Don't laugh. You're laughing.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. Okay, let's go next. That was great. Okay, last but not least, who wants to go next?
I will go.
Who is this?
Muhammad Yusuf.
Muhammad Yusuf, yalla. And sad and goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Once more. Say it again.
Oh, goodbye.
I feel that as if you are tired and goodbye. I don't want to see you anymore. No. This was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. You all did a great job in this temper. And now you can see and understand. To change your tone, don't say, for example, I was very happy, and then you say what you were saying at that moment. Show me that you were happy without saying I am happy. Use your feelings to pronounce your words, or to make your tone based on the feelings you want to show in your speech. Okay, so let's go to the next part. The volume of your speech. What do we mean by volume?
The pace.
Exactly. No, the volume is not the pace. The pace is something else. We will explain it now. The volume is when you speak, your volume impacts the ability to be heard. Let's imagine that someone will start their speech. Good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope you're doing great and everything is perfect. I am very sad today. My volume was very high, very loud. So no one will like, who's the hell is she? Why she's talking to us today? We don't want to listen to her. So always work on your volume. Like even if you want to have your volume like, you will not say any words, that will be like silent. Okay, we'll have practice. That will be like a silent moment, so you don't say any word. If you want to whisper, you can do that, like whispering and saying few words, but don't whisper when you are online or on a stage, unless if the moments need to be for you to whisper. The speaking normally, like my volume, my voice tone is very loud, like normally. So I try my best to make it low. So you always need to practice and listen to your speech. Record yourself when you are speaking before you deliver your speech. Record it and listen to your volume. And try to see if this word, when I will say it, this sentence in this loud voice or low voice, which one is much appealing to you. So that will impact, go to the audience as well. So let's practice now. Who wants to go and practice? And we will see the volume of your speech.
Can I?
Yes, who is this?
Again, Tamina Sheikh.
Yeah, okay. So you have to say, am I audible to you? Whispering.
Am I audible to you?
You're not whispering. Whisper.
Am I audible to you?
Okay, you're trying your best. Okay, say it in a loud voice.
Am I audible to you?
This is like someone, am I audible to you? What are you doing? Loud, like, am I audible to you? And loud, no,
Okay.
sorry, this is shouting. But loud
Yes.
voice is different. Am I audible to you?
Am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible to me. Who wants to try it once more? Hamad Yusuf? Hamad Yusuf.
Yeah.
I want you to say
Whispering
it
or loud voice?
normally, like the normal,
Yes, madam.
your normal voice.
Okay. Am I audible? Yeah. Am I audible to you?
You are audible perfectly. Can you say it with the silent voice? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. You did a great job. And now let's see, what else do we have? In the volume, when we are speaking, there is something called emphasize. We emphasize on specific words. When we do that, we make like this word is important. Let's see. Your volume can be a tool used to emphasize a word or sections of your speech. I want you to know the importance of, let's say, global warming. So instead of I'm saying everyone, global warming is a very big issue, or it's a huge issue, and no one will relate with what I'm saying. But if I will say global warming is a huge issue, I emphasizes on two words, which is the global warming and the huge issue. So where do you want people to find importance in your speech? You emphasize to it. You make it like this. You got my point? People are sending in the chat. I cannot read, and so if anyone wants to say anything, you can unmute yourself. Okay, so who wants to practice to emphasize the words in your speech? Also, I cannot see the timer. Where is the timer? Am I on
Yeah.
time? Still I'm on time? Okay. Mazrul, how are you? Okay.
Yeah, finally, it's 5 more minutes.
15
for you,
minutes
5 more
already
minutes.
finished, but we gave you 5 minutes more.
Oh, nice. I'm almost done, yani, inshallah, it's fun. Okay, so who wants to practice?
I am Shah Hussain.
Shah Hussain, nice. Okay, so read the following, emphasizing on the highlighted words. Read the sentence.
Not visible.
Not visible?
Yeah.
It's written, I hate cats, and cats is in highlights. So can you say, I hate cats with emphasis on the word cats?
I'm not getting actually what.
Okay, if you want to show importance on something in your speech, you need to choose one word that which you want people to know that this word is important. So for example, in this example, I hate cats. I want people to know that I hate cats. So what I do, I hate cats. I emphasize on the word. I make it important to everyone to know that I do hate cats. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, understood. I'm trying.
Okay, now that I will give you another sentence.
Yes.
It's the
okay.
same one. I hate cats, but you will emphasize on the word hate.
Okay. I hate cats.
Amazing. This is great. So now we know that you hate cats. This is perfect. Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next?
I can go.
I will go.
Okay, is it Tamina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I hate cats and emphasize on the word cats.
Once again, the first sentence I have to say.
Yes, please.
Okay. I hate cats.
Amazing, perfect. Okay, great. And the last sentence, who would like to try?
Yes.
Yes, and you will emphasize on the word I hate cats.
Yeah.
So how you will say it?
I hate cats.
Great. I hate cats. This is great. Everyone doing perfect. Hanan, what? They don't need me here. They are amazing. Okay, let's practice game. Okay, it's emphasizing the presentation. Now let's see what we have next. The pace, the speed of our speech. It's very important to work on how we are speaking. I know sometimes when you are speaking for the first time, the adrenaline we have in our body will make us very scared and afraid. And so we will speak faster than normal. Like for me, every time I'm practicing my speech, I am like, oh, I'm perfect, I'm on time. And when I deliver the speech, instead of delivering it in 7 minutes, I'm delivering it in 6 minutes. Where the hell is the 1 minute gone? Why? Because I am scared, so I speak faster than normal. So we need to relax and we need to work and practice. The most important is practice. Practice your speed. Try to make it lower than normal when you are practicing, because when you will deliver the speech, it will come automatically in the normal pace you want it. So always try to practice it lower. So when you deliver, it will be perfect. Don't practice it in the normal, because then it will be faster, believe me. So for many people, the pace at which they speak is affecting by nervousness. And this is what I'm telling you. You don't need to be nervous. And let's see how we can relax and be relaxed. How we can do that. The most important thing is to take a deep breath, or to take a breath. Always before we start speaking, do breathing exercise that will help you to relax your body and your whole here, this area, I don't know what it calls, lungs area. Okay, so always take a deep breath, relax, and then start speaking. Don't just quickly start speaking, just take a deep breath. When people are nervous or worried, their breathing can become shallow. So what we need to do is relax. Don't speak fast or immediately start talking. For example, if you will start your speech, let people, when they will introduce you, don't immediately start, even in table topic, even in evaluation, just for like 1, 2, 3, and then start. Even if you want to count it between you and yourself, 1, 2, 3, start. In this way, you are relaxing yourself, and you will be not nervous, and try to be able to speak more or speak in a better way. Making time to take a few deep breaths before you begin a speech will help you in 2 ways. That deep breaths will help you to bring the air to your lungs, and like when you are speaking, your voice will be perfectly pronounced and perfectly what they call it. I love the words. It will be perfect for you to have a deep breath every time before you speech, to have a plenty of air in your lungs, so when you are speaking, you can control your pitch and tone and everything. So we have a video, Hanan. It's around 3 minutes. Can we play it, or do I have time?
We already exceeded the time, but if it is for the benefit of the speech crafters, why not?
It will help to see this speaker, how he is using the vocal variety effectively in his speech, and just to have an idea about how good vocal variety and how important vocal variety to be there in our speeches. So
Okay.
let's play it. Yes, please.
Four weeks later, on July the 4th, we got married. On America's Independence Day, I lost my independence. Only after our marriage, I realized she was not only smart, she was also very hot-tempered. Just like me, we had problems. She liked outdoors, I liked indoors. She loved swimming, I feared drowning. She liked cooking. I liked to tell her how I miss my mama's cooking. We had problems after problems. I used logic. I used emotion. I even showed her a role model. Why can't you just be perfect like me? Within 6 months, we grew apart. There was no holding of hands, no music, no yoga. Looking for solutions, I read the top 20 books on relationships. Guess what? They don't work. Then I asked my friend Jay. He just had his divorce. Jay said, man, life is short. Don't suffer. Separate. No, Jay, I just want to fix it. Exactly. My lawyer will fix it. I called my mama. Guess what she said? We can? Next day, she spoke to both of us. Here is what she said. You will never find a partner who's 100% perfect. It doesn't matter whether you pick your partner or someone else picks for you. Most people think that they fall in love because of Cupid's arrow. But in reality, what keeps you in love is Cupid's bow and string. You see, the bow and the string have a great partnership. The more the string pulls back, the more the bow bends. Ego is what pulls the string. Still, the mighty bow bends because it cares for the partner. If she pulls, you bend. If you pull, she bends. If both of you decide to pull less and bend more, the partnership survives. That's the only way you can fix any relationship. When I look back to my strained relationships and lost friendships, I understood Mama's wisdom. The core problem was why unwillingness to bend more to adjust, to adapt, to accept.
Thank you, everyone. And as you can see, let me just give you, I know I'm out of time and I'm really sorry for that. This was Toastmaster or DTM Manoj. He was the world champion of public speaking for 2017. And from his video, we can see that he used all what we have spoke today. The tones, the temper. When he is sad, he lowered his voice. When he was happy, he raised his voice. He tried to emphasize on specific word that wants to make it more important.